right. What's up, everybody? Um, um, mm. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Give me one moment. Yes. Great. It's fine. Right. All right, folks, how we doing today? Welcome, 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 welcome to the Spice Vibes series with your host, Crystal Milkshake. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing great today. So, guys, as you know, Spice Vibes series has been going on for the past couple of weeks, If you don't know who I am, my name is Crystal Milkshake, and I have this show every single week, every Thursday at 8 o'clock. I'm super excited because this series has been going good so well. As you know, last week we had Dash, we had Inspector. This week is going to be an amazing week. We also have another legend on the call today from the island of Grenada, representing Grenada. As you know, we talk about culture, talk about music. What is Spice Vibes? It's a series that's dedicated to Carnival. It is the Carnival edition. So everybody, make sure you tell your friends and family. For those who are ready for Spice Mass, tune into this show. If you're ready for Spice Mass, you want to hear more about Spice Mass, you want to hear more about what Grenada have to offer. I like to call it the best kept secret because it is to me the best kept secret. One of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. And I love every island, and I feel like every island is very unique in their own way. So that is one thing I do love about Grenada. And um growing up in my household, that was where I used to go majority of the time. If it wasn't Grenada, it was Jamaica. It was either or, right? So tonight, shout out to everybody that's coming on to the lives right now. I appreciate y'all. Share the live with your friends and family. Tell everybody what's going on. Cause I'm excited. So I hope you are too. Yes? Yes, yes. All right, folks. So right now it's 8:01, and we are about to have my guests come in. And if you don't know who my guest is, it is legendary Randy Isaac. Okay, Randy Isaac, been in the game 20 plus something years. Over the years, I'm telling you, this man has made song after song, hits after hits, still going strong to this very day, still making music same way. And you know, they say it's not easy to sustain a career for so long. But also, too, the greatest thing I do love about with Randy is still on his toes, right? Still on his toes. And being that he's been in this business for so long, like what does it take to sustain, such a long time business, right? And also too, what does it take for, like, a matter of fact, Inspector even talked about it last week. The Hitman Inspector, he said some key things about how you keep yourself in the game, how you keep yourself fresh, always learn. One thing I did take from our talk last week is that always be willing to learn. Sometimes you have to learn from others. That's because times change. He said, "Be willing to go with the times," and it's true. Be willing to go with the times always change. So if you're now logging in, welcome to Spice by Series, the Carnival Edition. We are here dedicating this series to Spice Mass Grenada. That's coming up in August. If you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets now. I can't say nothing about the parties because right there are a lot of the parties, to tell you the truth, has been selling out. So I mean, trying to get tickets was crazy, but to tell you the truth, I've got some tickets. I've got tickets. I'm excited to go because hotel prices, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's up there. But everywhere's selling out. Airbnbs are selling out. Everybody's going to the island of Grenada. And y'all know what the best thing about Grenada Carnival is? Job, job. Can't wait to play a job. I haven't played a job in so many years. So can't wait to play a job. Can't wait to be out there, getting on, celebrating my ancestors, celebrating, my lineage of family who dealt with slavery and so on. So it's a whole history when it comes to job, right? But it's a celebration of us. It's a festival. So listen, just get ready for Spice Mass and just come down. Let's have a good time. Let's really, really play, as they say in Grenada. Let me play our mass, right? Let's play our mass. So I can't wait. So, if you don't know what Grenada Carnival is, it is the second week of August. Well, technically, it starts the week before, which is the first week. You have I say Soca Monarch, which is the Friday night. I can't miss that because I love seeing that. In the beginning it's Groovy Monarch in the beginning, of course. And then Saturday, as you know, the rundown, Kitty's Carnival, Panorama, Queen Show, the March Gras, which is Sunday. Yeah, no job after that. Then you have you have Monday the day, we have your day where. Then my favorite of all times as well, Monday Night Mass. Who y'all playing with? I'm playing with Lavish. I'm just saying. Who y'all playing with? But one thing I used to, back in the days, I used to love playing with Fantasia. That was my band to play with back in the days, Fantasia. But anyhow, Spice Mass is coming up soon. We're dedicating this show to Spice Mass. We're leading up to Spice Mass. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm about to bring my guest on, Randy Isaac, he is going to be telling his story tonight about his career, what Grenada means to him, the culture, and what should we look forward from him in Grenada for Spice Mass this year for 2025. Because we gearing up, right? We gearing up, we gearing up, we gearing up. All right, guys. And is that him? Dear Randy Isaac. Good night, good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
And how are you?
I'm just trying to stay chill in 100 degrees heat.
Tell me how you enjoyed. How are you staying cool in this weather?
Well, as you can see right now, I'm sitting in my car, uh, sipping on some snow cone or snow ice, or how you call it.
Snow coastal. I listen. As long as they're keeping, as long
Yeah,
as
I'm
it's
I'm
keeping
keeping cool.
you,
I'm keeping cool.
you're
I'm
keeping
keeping
cool.
cool. Yeah.
That's all that matters, that you're keeping cool. So, Randy, let's talk about career. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about culture. Most of all, let's talk about Grenada Spice Mass that's been going on for so many years. And as you can see, there's a lot of people that's been flocking to Spice Mass for over the years. Give us your intake about Spice Mass 2025, but also from the past until now.
Well, Spice Mouse is very, very special to me, very dear to me. Um, well, not only Spice Mass, that the carnival that make this whole Grenada thing unique. The people, Grenada is like the gem of the Caribbean. We have the most spices. We are warm, loving people. One of the safest place to be on the earth. So when time comes, especially summertime, when once we have a festival, everybody flock down, everybody come down. Because
Yes.
this could be your first visit to Grenada. You're gonna want to stay. We make you feel at home so you could come down, even though you don't get Airbnb, come down. But you have people put a tent on the beach, and that's where they stay. That's how sweet we are. So we are unique in many different ways, and of course we have our jab jab. We have the best juve in the world, of course, and everybody want to get a taste of that. Everybody want to get the experience that. Everybody want to, have an experience of our jab jab. And most people I talk to who never been to Grenada before, they have Grenada on their bucket list. And I am proud to be a Grenadian. I'm a true patriot. I love this country from the bottom of my heart. And that's why, I stay in the business so long, producing good music,
Randy, are you there?
to make people dance, to make people happy, to make people
Yeah.
smile.
Can you repeat that over again? Because we had some little technical difficulties with the
You lost me
technology.
for a
If you
minute.
don't mind repeating that, what you said.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just say
I
like,
did lose you for a minute.
yeah, I said I love my country. I love my art form. That's why I stayed in it so long. To keep people smiling, to keep people happy, to keep people dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that. So take us back to when Randy Isaac discovered himself as an artist and knew that music is something that he wanted to pursue. Let's go back in memory lane.
That's a long journey. Um, a very, very long journey. Um, well, I grew up from a very humble beginning. We didn't have nothing. I remember going to school in the morning. We had fig, saltfish, and oil. When I come home lunchtime, I get the same thing. And sometime in the night when I come back, after school, eat the same thing.
Mhm.
So we were very poor. We had nothing. Grew up in a one bedroom, four children, and two adults, mommy and daddy. And I always knew the way out of that poverty. You know, I knew I was blessed with a voice. I wanted to sing, and I know if I work hard and pursue that, it could be possible. I had a lovely stepfather. His name was Thomas Dixie Peters. God rest his soul, he passed away recently.
Oh,
And
sorry
he
to hear
saw
that.
that in me and he decided he gonna help me to get out there, push me. And then the first song, we sat down one night, and I took part in St. Andrew's competition and I won the Junior Monarch in St. Andrews, you know.
Mm.
And the following year, we went to Teacher Eddie. Teacher Eddie wrote a song called Free South Africa. That was 1986. I came
Mm.
second, and in 1987, I worked with Leon Antoine, the Squeezy brother,
Mhm, mhm.
and won the Junior Monarch. And the rest is
Hey.
history. The rest is history. And then, I remember in 1980, in 1985, 1986, I was singing with a tent in Grenville called Splash Down Calypso Tent, right by the car park there. I did think they used to call it the Y building. And I practicing with the band and singing. MC heard me and he peeped over and when I finished, he called me. He said, "We have a tent called Calypso Castle. You want to join us?" I said, "Of course." So he stole me from them and bring me to Calypso Castle. And from the time Don Charles, Leon Charles, um, Ricky Charles, you know, um, and the whole group met me. They recognized the talent that I had, and they decided they're going to help me to be who I am today. So they were very instrumental in molding me and guiding me in the right direction to be who I am today.
That's amazing. So somebody believed in you from the beginning, and look how the person just sat down and talk with you and guide you and mentor you, and you win the junior monarch, right? I remember Specky telling me last week he won the junior monarch as well. So I said, but wait, you guys are talented. Look how you just go in and you just win, and just be able to just be yourself. Now tell me, when you do you remember being on that stage? You remember being shy or being afraid, or did you have that attitude like, no, this is me. I'm doing this. I'm gonna win this.
Well, I remember the first time I took part in the Junior Monarch in Grenada National Junior Monarch. I could never forget that moment because I fell sick that day, and they had to put me in the ambulance. And I
Oh,
came from the ambulance and performed. So I could never forget that. I remember Shoma Wells was my nurse. She was there with me through thick and thin. She was like my mom. She
wow.
was telling me, oh, feel better. You could do this. And, I had a lot of good people around me. And I want to really thank them, for believing me and supporting me over the years. So sometimes people ask, why you keep doing this? It's because, I felt so much love, you know, in my inception in the art form. I mean, I think I have to give it back. I think I have to stay around to make sure I give a direction to the youth. Nothing comes easy.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
comes a time in my career where I try many things and, I've been disappointed by, decisions of, judging and stuff. But I never let that deter me. I'm
Mm,
still fighting. Unfortunately, this year I'm gonna take a back stand from I think Calypso competition. I just
gotcha.
want to sing party, groove, and soca and have a good time.
Okay. So you're just saying for 2025 Spice Mass, you're just gonna be more observing. You're
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
there for
I'm,
support.
I'm, I'm gonna be in the mix, but I'm just not singing calypso.
Okay.
I just don't want to sing calypso this year because of reasons that I don't really want to ponder and talk about it all the time. But what happened last year, I was disappointed very bad. So I
Yes.
want to take this time to learn. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
learn, sit back and learn and see what's going on. And I'm not finished. So I'm gonna come again, but I want to sit back in the match ground and learn. I wish they would make me a judge.
You know what? That's a good point because you will learn so much
Yeah,
on what qualifies you to be a winner, what qualifies you to get within first place, and what are the things. Sometimes it's the little nuances that you be surprised that will get you over the hump. So I
yeah,
love that. I love that you want to take time, you want to learn. I love the fact that you want to be able to just observe from a different perspective to understand, like, let's not be an artiste today. Let's be a student
Right.
this time. I mean, be an artist this season. Let's be a
Yep.
student in this season, right?
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
yeah. So tell us about who are your biggest influences growing up, with music.
My um well I learned a lot from Squeezy first and foremost because he's from my village. So
Tell the
being
people
from
who
my village,
Squeezy is. Tell the people who
uh,
Squeezy is.
Christopher Antoine, one of our legendary artists who I think he's still doing his thing, but he's one of the greats from Grenada. A Jamo, there will never be another Jamo. We have to embrace these people and give them their flowers now. I used to idolize Shadow. I really love Shadow's style. He was always a unique artist. He says things different. He does things different. And may God rest his soul. Yeah, and I had good people around me, like my stepfather. I have to big up teacher Teddy from the village. Teddy I think he used to date my sister, and he pushed me all the way. All say we could do this. I remember when we write, our first little song outside in the moonlight. Teddy was tech and tech, word for word. So I got to big
Mhm,
him up. You know, the support from the village was, overwhelming. Everybody, always on board with me, ready to hear what I have for the year, ready to support me in every show, every party. I was blessed in many ways. My sister Donna, you know, I have to say thanks to her also. My mom, you know, so I was blessed, and I thank God for that. So
that's
it
amazing.
takes a lot to make this come together. So I could stand here and try to give everybody thanks from and miss out some important people. So I just want to say thanks to all the people. They know you know who you are, and um, with me continuing in my career. Um, they have people like Radford ATN, he's my number one right now. And Pat Aaron, you know, um, Adrian Bailey, Cherry Ains. These are the people I working with right now. Mr. Legs, he's young, but he's very talented, very, very talented. And I learn a lot from him. In order to stay in the game, you gotta, able to change with the tides. And being around the young fellas like Mr. Legs and Boy Z and all the fellas, I learn a lot.
So if you could give us a intake on what made you very successful, like how were you able to stay relevant, from your experiences and what you learned so far, what made you stay relevant? What were some of the things that you had to do to stay relevant for so many years?
Well, I always willing to put in the work. Hard work and dedication pays off in the end. So I always want to see who is doing what to be successful. And I want to do those things to be successful. Right. So I always willing to put in the work. The work you have to, nothing comes easy. You have to be ready to put in the work. It would pay off in the end, as you can see. You know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
have a beautiful song this year. It's called Who Jah Bless No Man Curse. And when
Mm-hmm.
you listen to that song, you'll understand where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have I think I sent it to you. So do you happen to have it so you can play it?
Mm-hmm. The song.
Yeah, Who Jah Bless. It's a groove.
Yes.
It's one of the songs that will be participating in the groovy competition with.
Mm-hmm. So when you said, because it kind of cut out a little bit just now, I don't know what happened, but it
Mm.
did cut out. You said is that a song? Is this the new song, or this the song you did within the groovy in the past?
No,
Just want
this
to make
is a
sure I
brand
heard.
new song. It
Oh,
is
okay, the
doing
song
very
you sent
well.
me. Yes.
Yeah, it's a brand new song. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from it. Uh, as you can, when you listen to it, you can tell it comes straight from the heart. And it's a song I think people could relate to because people went go through adversity in life. and then you have to rise over it. And then when you get over it, the victory is sweet. So that song is all about that. Who job bless, no man cursed. So
Okay.
when you see me doing something or having a good time, or we in a nice suit and tie, I work hard for it.
Yeah, I hear that. Who job bless no man curse. So he will be
Yeah,
in the groovy. Look out for
yeah.
him. Spice Miles will be in the groovy. So that's the song he'll be singing. So being that he's getting a lot of great feedback, you all make sure you guys are paying attention. Make sure you all guys are rooting for Randy because so that's the only that is that the only thing you're participating in is the groovy and that's it
I think
so
so
far.
far,
Okay.
I got 2 weeks because since I announced a few weeks ago that I'm now going to be participating in the Majga. I've been
Okay.
getting a lot of licks from my fans. I mean, my phone going off the hook, Facebook going off the hook, everybody linking me up. You know, they want to know really what is going on.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah.
um, and I always like to please my fans. So you never know.
Absolutely.
2 weeks to really, really make that decision. So I'm still smiling about it because materials. I always have materials. Because I was blessed with this voice, as they call me, the man with the golden voice. You know, people contact me right through and say, Randy, I have a nice song. Do you want to hear it? Let's work on it, see what it. So I always have music. So if I change my mind and I want to go into the Masga competition, the Calypso competition, so to speak, I think I still have time. But for now, I'm not going in.
So for now, so it's just groovy and that's it. And I can understand. And like I said, I like the fact that you're going to be more of a student, even though you are going to participate in groovy, but you're more going to understand what's going on. What is some of the things you could say that you picked up from the younger artists that you have collaborated or have you have worked with in the past?
Well, I can tell you they do things different.
Okay.
they they do things totally different. Is the style, um, the way they bring across the lyrics. We used to take our time and go all around to bring it. Right now, they come straight to the point. We all come to the same conclusion, but they do it in a shorter
Different way.
distance. Yeah, and the tempo is much faster than ours. So um, it's like learning to. Although I have all the experience and been in it for so long, it's like learning a new language, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So always with Natty and Thunder. That's my boys. Um, Mr. Legs, uh, Boise, just to name a few. Uh, you know, we hang out together and we take things from each other. I'm the
Right.
veteran. They want to know, the same questions you asking, like what it takes to be in the business so long. You know what I mean? I give them pointers and I learn from them. So is we both, help each other to climb the ladder.
Gotcha. And that's how it's supposed to be. One had watched the other, learning from the veterans, learning what it takes, learning how to get to the next step, but also learn the little things that
Yeah, the
sometimes we
little
can
nuances.
miss.
Yeah.
The little yeah, sometimes we can miss those little things. It's that one switch, and next thing it takes everything to the next level.
Yep.
So give us a moment that you had in one of your performances. Like what was one of the moments that you can never forget? And it's like a moment you still think about to this day.
The year I sang What You Give Me to Rub in the Majra. Yeah, I sing it in the Majra. But
You
in
sang
Soca
that in the
Monarch,
mantra.
yeah, I came second in the Majra with it.
Wait,
But
wait, wait, wait. You sing that song in the March Gras. I
I
know
came
March
second
Gras to
there.
be that kind. It's like about,
Because you
but
see,
you
I don't
did,
think you understand what is Calypso. Calypso is telling the story, and the story
of
was well told.
course.
Right.
But I didn't expect that because I hear your songs how you sing in the March Gras, and I didn't expect that song to be in the March Gras. I've heard you sing
Yeah,
so
man.
many songs for so long. Just saying,
And I
but yeah,
came second.
okay.
So in Soca Monarch, I think that was in Tantin, right? I think everything was in Tantin there, yeah. Anyway,
at that
in
time?
my performance, I said, "What you give me to rub, I eat." So I took a plate with something, and they had chicken in it. So I put the chicken in my mouth and trying to eat a small piece and then sing. And it never went down. It stuck in my throat, and I sang the whole song.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Wow. Were you able to cough it up afterwards, or did it just
So
it
I
just
couldn't
finally
wait to
went
get
down?
off stage to cough it up. Okay, it couldn't go down.
Wow. And
Yeah,
you
so
come second place.
that was one of the experiences that I could never forget.
Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy. So you eat a piece of that's not funny, but you eat a piece of chicken and and you literally ran on stage and still you call that
Well, I was on
determination.
stage.
Okay,
I
that
took the
right.
bite on stage. I took the bite on stage. So I was on stage already. So there was nothing I could have done.
Right, to
You
stop
know,
it, right. You can't
you
even
know,
get a piece of
already.
bread to even push it down. Nothing.
Nothing. No water. No nothing. Yep.
Oh my gosh. So
Yep.
Randy, so tell us about what you think success is. What is success to you?
Well, I personally feel I am still growing. There is a lot of things that I want to achieve that I ain't achieved yet. So as the music that we do, sometimes you see an artist and you say, okay, this is a big artist, but there's a lot of things we still want to achieve. Most of the things I'm achieving in life not is not only by music. Um, I am a sun hog in New York. That's people who work in the tunnel. I does that. Um, I am a carpenter by trade, so it takes a lot of pieces put together to be successful. And as I say, I always willing to put in the work. So as the song say, don't envy the things I wear. I want to make it clear. I work hard for this. I work hard for that. It is the sweat across my brow. It is mine, don't ask me how. I work hard for that. I always work hard. So success don't come easy. And I've been repetitive now because I keep saying that you have to put in the work. You have to willing to put in the work to achieve what you want. You have to set goals and work towards your goal. And if you continue and you stick to it, it will happen.
Which is true. This is true. And I see that, like I said, and being that you're still doing your thing, people look out for Randy for, like I said, make sure they vote for him, make sure they watch him. Groovy Monarchy is going to be entering. Well, we can't say about the other events as of yet, but we'll say for now it's going to be Groovy. But I also
Yeah.
wanted to, ask you, what does Grenada mean to you? What does the culture mean to you?
Grenada is home, home sweet home, no place sweeter than home. Right now, I'm in the United States of America. You see, we're in a war with Iran. And, if it get bad, I'm coming home.
You're going back home.
Yes. The culture, the cultural art form of my country, um, it is unique. It brings joy to me.
Yes.
It makes me happy, and I will do anything to help it to get to the highest level. You know, it's my happy place. Being on stage, performing, that's my happy place. That's my happy home. And performing home and have, my audience, my fans, sing with me and dance with me. And
Yes.
Juve morning, where everybody forget the old oil and we play a jam. That is a special
Yes.
moment. You know, this is special moments. So Grenada means, home to me. When sometimes you go through hard times or you go to work and you have a terrible day, the boss give you a hard time, he make you do extra thing, your body aching when you get home. You take a shower and you relax on your couch and you're watching the TV. You feel comfortable. That's what Grenada
Yeah.
means to me. When I'm
Mm,
home, I'm comfortable.
I love
And it's
that.
that. And
And
it's that.
that is that. And that is that. So tell
Yeah.
the people why they should come to Grenada for Carnival. Why Spice Smash? There's so many carnivals in the world. We have, you have Trinidad, you have St. Lucia, you have Barbados. Barbados is right before Grenada crop over. You have London. You have so much places. Ibiza, Malta. Why Grenada? Why Spice Smash?
Because Grenada, we will make you feel at home. When you come to Grenada, you will feel like you're home away from home. You wouldn't want to come back. You know,
Let's talk about the
the
food. Like,
experience is sometimes is unexplainable because the way you would feel just being in Grenada, you wouldn't even want to leave. Ladies, when you come down, if you're single, you will get a Grenadian man. Men, when you
hey,
come down, if you're single, you'll get a beautiful Grenadian queen. So come to Spice Mass. There is no other.
we
Job
said
must
no other.
play.
As the song said, Grenada have the best mass by far. So, Randy, tell us how we can find you. Give your social media platforms. How can we hear your music? Where do the people could go to search for your music to hear more about you? Randy, are you there? Randy, I'm not able to hear you. I'm sorry. If you can hear me, there's a little technical difficulties. I'm not able to hear you. If you can hear me, yeah, I'm not able to hear you.
Okay, I'm hearing you now.
Something happened. Okay, I can hear you now. I
Yeah,
can hear you now.
yeah, I'm hearing you now. Yeah.
So yeah, I was saying, tell the people how they can find you. How can they find you? Where can they find you? Find
You
your
can find me on
music. Like,
Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find the music on Apple Music and most of the leading streaming sites. Um, we definitely getting there, and the music is very enjoyable. They have a song also released earlier this year. Party in the junction. I tell you what, so high I can function, mama. Text me, let me give you the location. Cause musically can woman in rotation. We outside
we
and we
outside.
nice.
So Randy, you have an event coming up, right? And it's it's
Yes,
it's
yes,
it's, it's
definitely.
Spice Mass Send Off. Please talk about that.
Well, this is a regular thing. This is an annual thing. I didn't want to do it this year because I'm still in studio finishing some stuff. And a couple of people call, a couple of artists call me partner, say, Specky, say, we got to do our thing, right? So it's gonna be the day before the holiday. Um, that's July 3rd, Kevin's backyard, 844 Hancock Street. It's gonna be nice. Most of the artists is passing through. Artists like Duhan is gonna pass through, Mr. Legs, Kevin Roger, just to name a few. I can't remember. I'm not watching the flyer now. But most of my friends, my colleagues is gonna come and bless me. My fans, they can't wait because every year we have this event. It'll be something to remember. And it's the name says it all. The send off. You're getting a taste of spice before you reach the spice. So we go give you a taste of the music. We'll give you a taste of the madness, before you get there. So don't you miss it. The day before the holiday, July 3rd, Kevin's backyard. Send off to Grenada Carnival. Send off to Spice Mass. See you.
So where can they buy if they want to buy tickets, if they want to just to get this experience, where can they get tickets from?
Listen, they could call the number on the flyer. I think one of the number is 347 301 1081.
Mhm.
And the other numbers are there. I have to mention the DJ. We have Naughty Vibes, DJ Little B, and DJ Wax from Carriacou. So we have the whole thing. You're getting a real taste of Spice Mass before you get to Grenada. The tickets, you don't have to worry about tickets. Come, it's a small donation. So far, it's $20. So because it's just something to give the people a taste before we leave. You know, so it's not more. Don't worry about tickets. Just come.
Just come. Listen,
Everybody,
just
everything will
come.
be fine. We're gonna have a solid cold bar, and just come and enjoy it. And who is not going for Grenada Carnival? Come and get a full flavor. We if you're not going, we're not giving you a taste. We're giving you everything. Just call for it and we'll give you. Yeah, we have three DJs and we have music to burn. My partner Buddy go pass through. Mitch is gonna pass through. Enough artists. Brahma, I spoke to Brahma this morning. He's passing through as well. It's gonna be like a movie. It's gonna be like a movie. So come out. You know what Kevin Backyard is like. Come out. We have the basement and the backyard. So everybody come out. Let's have a grand old time.
What I only one thing I want to know, this is my question. Is
Mm.
oil down going to be there? I just want a nice pot of oil down. I haven't had a nice pot in a while. I'm just looking for the oil down and I just want to know if oil down because oil down gonna be there. I'm just saying I
Crystal,
love oil down.
milkshake,
I just saying I like oil.
milkshake. Listen, I'm the cook, eh? And I ain't promising nobody I'll cook that day. I am the cook. I'm the best all done cook. A matter of fact, I forget to mention my good friend Natasha Wilson is going to be passing through from Trinidad. I cook a all down for Natasha Wilson and Parry Jack from St. Vincent sometime
Big up
last year.
Parry Jack. That's my
That's my boy.
guy.
That's my boy. That's
Shout out
my
to
boy.
Parry Jack. Big time
That's wh-
producer.
that's one of the people I work with. That's one of the people is on my team. You know, um, and this I was talking to Natasha a couple days ago, and she was telling me she want an oil down. So I said, listen, I'm not gonna be cooking. I'm gonna let somebody cook. She said, listen, if you're not cooking, I'm not eating. She said, it's the best oil down I ever taste. Is right there as I cook that.
Yeah, mas. Massive place. Massive
and, and,
place.
and it's that. And it's that.
Nice
And
dice.
I'm not cooking that day,
Jacks.
but I'm gonna talk to my friends and see
Yeah.
if we could get a pot of oil down there for real.
That'd be nice. I'm just saying people don't look don't it's not a guaranteed. I just saying
Yeah, but
I
there
just
is a
it's been a long time.
possibility. It's a possibility.
Okay, it's a possibility. I haven't
Yes,
had
yes,
oil
yes.
down in a while, so it'd be nice. Oil down is so good. Oh
Do
my
you know
gosh.
I don't put pork in my oil down, eh?
Well, honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't
Mm.
need pork and oil on. I like chicken. I like the saltfish. I know people that put crab, people that put lobster.
I put fish. I
All them
put I put
things.
um I put turkey.
Oh, you
I
put
put
turkey? Okay.
I put smoked turkey sometimes. I
So
put
turkey is
fried fish or I
nice.
put fresh seasoned fish. And
Okay.
my oil down is something else.
Well, I have to taste that oil out to test it to be the judge. I'm just saying. So anytime you're ready to make that, make sure you call me. Make sure I'm there because I will be there to pick up a plate. But ladies and gentlemen, just remember Spice Mass is coming up the second week of August. Randy, can you remember the dates for Spice Mass? Because it's not coming to me. Is it from the? I know it starts in July, the actual season. Do you-
Listen, it's a whole build up. So I know the final Monday and Tuesday, I think it's the 10th and 11th or 11th and 12th, somebody, I can't remember. But you see, I always there, Ollie. I kind of late because I have some little things to finish up here. But right after that, I'm on the road. So I'll be there. So I'm not even worried about what date. But the second week in August, all the second Monday and Tuesday in August, that's the day, that's the carnival day itself.
I will say this, people get there between the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
because you
because
gotta get all these shows, the build up, pre-day and
yes, you
everything
build up
else.
3 day. You have all the party, all the events they have in fleets. I mean, there's so much events going on. You have the beach bum party at Grand Anse Beach, my favorite beach, by the way. And again, just I haven't seen anything about Killer Day as yet, but Killer Day, if that once, most likely once that is keeping Tuesday night. Then you have Thursday, then we have Friday, Soca Monarch, and then it's so much more coming up. So make sure you just get there between August 4th and 5th. so you can enjoy all the festivities and you don't miss anything. So I want to say right now to you, Randy Isaac, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being on Spice Vibe series and to represent the island of Grenada and know and tell the people about the culture, the music, and why Spice Mass is important. People, go ahead and follow Randy Isaac on all platforms. Facebook, Instagram. You can go listen to his music on YouTube. Just type his name in, Randy Isaac. It comes up. Support. If you are going to Spice Mass, my people, make sure you're in Groovy because Randy will be performing at Groovy. And make sure you vote and make sure you scream to the top of your lungs when you see him come out and
Party
sing
in the
that song.
junction. You know why Spice Mass is important? Tourism is our mainstay. And why we treat this, one of the reasons we treat you so good, because you are important to our economy. So come down and have fun with us.
Yes.
Enjoy our culture,
Yes.
our
Yes.
warmth, our love,
Yes.
our food, our fruits, our
Yes.
everything, the
Yes.
whole everything. Come down and enjoy Spice Mass, Grenada,
Absolutely.
August, second
Absolutely.
week in August. Come and enjoy the best Juve in the world.
Gonna be best match by far. All right, Randy, you have a great night. Thank you again for stopping by
Thank you
and
for
for coming to
having
Spice Live.
me. Thank you
Of
for having
course.
me. I want to say thanks to the fans for supporting me for all these years. I can't thank you so enough because without you, I would not be standing here talking this talk. Your support means a lot to me. And I wanted to let you know that I'm grateful and I'm very thankful. And continue to support me because God bless me and I continue to do his work. Because
Absolutely. That's what
party
it's
in
all
the
about.
junction, who Jah bless, no man curse. See you, Grenada,
See you.
Spice
Have a
Mass,
good one.
bless up.
Spice Mass. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Randy Isaac, and that will conclude our show. Just want to big up our sponsors, the brand builders sponsors. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the show. Also want to big up Easy Print 473. Shout out to 473. Shout out to our team in the background, my tech guy JRL. We are in a gear. This is Spice Vibe series. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We be back right here. Listen, tomorrow's gonna be vibe. I have two guests tomorrow, not one but two. I have Alma Boy tomorrow, and I have Squeaky Music tomorrow. So, guys, make sure you log back on at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Spice Vibes continue. Make sure you get a ticket for Spice Mass. It is coming up. Listen, don't worry with price and then just get the credit card swipe. Come down because I'm telling you, you will have an awesome time. You have an amazing time. You will like Randy just said, you wouldn't want to leave. I'm telling you, it's that kind of vibe, it's that kind of experience. Come and play a job with me. I will be with Lavish. I also will be playing Pretty Mass, as you know, it's in Grenada. They say Pretty Mass. I will be playing Pretty Mass on Tuesday. I will be out on the road on Monday as well. Monday day where and you listen and my favorite, as I told you, that Monday night mass. Monday night mass. That is all me. I love my Monday night mass. But yes, but guys, thank you so much again. This is your girl Crystal Milkshake, Spice Vibe series. It continues. Guys, we're ready. I'm telling you, the artist is ready. So come back. Make sure you hit tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Right? Deuces. See you guys later. Have a good night. See March Media. Big up yourself. That's my company. Yes, big up to See March Media. Thank you for hiring me, guys. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a good one. Enjoy your night. And if you're in New York City, stay cool. Bye.